Hello Boro fans, it's Joe from Boro Fan TV and this is the preview for the upcoming game on Saturday the 14th of September with a 3 PM kickoff as the Boro take on Reading in the Sky Bet Championship at the Riverside Stadium. Now, I finally found myself, back on Teesside soil once again after my 2 weeks away in Benidorm. I come back, just in time for the international break where England picked up 2 wins against Bulgaria and Kosovo. Very entertaining one for the latter one, mind. But going back onto the Boro, first game back for the international break, from what I watched when I was at Benidorm against Bristol City, it was on the final day that I was there. I watched it on TV in the pub at the club called the Bar Titanic. Very positive, even though we could have taken 3 points for that game, but instead took a point for what most Boro fans would say is a very decent point to take from Bristol. There's a lot of decent performances to take out of that game, considering we didn't have Ayala and Housen in the team for injury reasons, which I will get to shortly. But, there's a lot of positives, Britt was gaining the confidence once again after he scored that goal. Plus, his wife has given birth to their second child, before the game. A lot of positives to take out. Paddy McNair had a decent performance. Marvin Johnson had a decent performance. Everyone had a decent performance, apart from the 2 defenders, Ryan Shotton and Dale Fry, because, it was their fault that led to their Bristol City goals being put in. But it's something to work on. I think the international break may well help us a bit, you never know. As going into the game, this Saturday, there's only a couple of injuries that we have to point out, which is George Friend, who had surgery today on a ruptured tendon, this week, I should say, not today. And also, Johnny Housen is another one. He recently had a hernia operation, which I do believe which was the reason he was kept out of the game at Bristol City. So I probably won't expect to see either George Friend or Johnny Housen for probably at least 2 to 3 weeks. Is my estimate, I should say, after having operations such as them. Going on to our opponents, Reading, they're currently 16th place in the championship at the moment, which is 2 places above Boro at the moment. The current record after 6 games is 1-2, drawn 1 and lost 3. The last game out, before the international break, they lost 2-0 at home against Charlton Athletic. So current Reading manager Jose Gomez will probably use the international break to get his players hyped up, before the game against us. Considering the players they've got in their ranks, which are very good from a Reading perspective. You got Ovi Ajaria, who's coming on loan from Liverpool. He's quite good. They even got Charlie Adam in their ranks as well. The evergreen player that he is. Not forgetting you've got the likes of Yaku Mete, who I rate very highly as well. Omar Richards, who's a decent left fullback, and they've got George Pushkas, who they recently brought in from Inter Milan. Have heard nothing but good things about him as well. So Reading are a decent team, considering the position where they are. Good underrated manager, a good set of players. Danny Loader and John Swift are to name another players that are going to be key for them as well. So I expect a decent game, this coming Saturday. Going back to last season, when we played them, we actually did the double over them. First off, read it back at the Medeski back in December, which I was there for, of course. We beat them 1-0, courtesy of a late George Friend goal. Then at the Riverside, we beat them 2-1, even though we did fall behind earlier on to an 11th minute goal from Danny Loader. But we came back with goals from Lewis Wing and Britt Sombalonga penalty. Gave us the win that day. So, what do you think, Boro fans? Could the international break help us, get us ready for Saturday? Or will it just break us once again? Let us know in the comment section below, along with your score predictions as well. Now, unfortunately, as I am back on Teesside soil at the minute, I will not be at the game on Saturday because I'm off on a 3-day vacation to London. So, my next game back at the Riverside won't be until the end of the month, where we play Sheffield Wednesday on the 28th. So I'll be back for the Sheffield game in person for that one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe as always. Our social media links are also below as well. Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And until then, Boro fans, I will see you this time next week for the preview for the Cardiff City away game. So until then, Boro fans, I'll see you later. Take care. Up the Boro.